Alright, so today I'm making a short video about two different ways of capturing a flag in Battlefield 3. So most people don't think about this, and I think it's important to think about this. So this is D, this is Delta or Hilltop, and it might sound a little goofy because I think I'm going to be sick, and I just got up, but that's kind of beside the point. So first, let's show an example of inactive capping. So the whole idea behind inactive capping is that you want the people that are spawning on the flag to not necessarily see you, because you're kind of waiting for backup, and also you might even decide not to shoot the enemies in the flag. And the idea is that instead of trying to get a good angle on people, you're going to just go right to a hiding spot. This is the best place on D for inactive capping. There's also other spots on D for inactive capping, but you can just sit here and maybe shoot somebody that comes by, but otherwise you're really not going to shoot much of anybody. There's another spot which I guess here is okay, but you have to be careful because people over E can still see you. So if you have E, this is a pretty great spot, but I mean, they might not see you, so it really doesn't matter. But if you go over to here, this is not an inactive capping spot at all. This is This is active capping. I'm going to talk about that in a sec. So let's just go over the rest of the inactive spots. This is pretty inactive, but it's a pretty bad spot because everybody at C can see you. And if they're going to attack C, while your team's going to attack, so let's say I had C and they have D, if I try to inactive cap here, they're going to be running to C, and we're going to be running to D. And the thing about Caspian Border is that you're not going to just run into each other like in other maps. You're actually going to, like, people going from C are going to maybe go this way. People going from D are maybe just going to jump over the rocks here, and they're going to actually miss each other, which is kind of hilarious. But that's what I love about Caspian Border. So the people running over to C might turn around and look up at D and seeing, oh, it's flashing. So they might be like, oh, look at that noob hiding right here. So you got to be careful. I wouldn't ever really go there. So other good inactive spots. This one is not bad. I always worry about when I'm in dumpsters proning, my feet sticking out. Gotta love Frostbite 2. Yes, from Battlefield 2, your legs can still stick through objects, and it's very hilarious to get knifed through a wall. When these buildings are still up, these are okay spots to inactive cap, because it's very hard to breach these buildings, except you have to be careful of the extinguishers here. They can pose a threat, and it's just kind of like go lose-lose for everybody, because these extinguishers were not counted in that one patch where if you blow up stuff, it counts as a kill. So now, like when you blow up things like cars and trucks, and then some dude standing next to the car or truck dies because of the explosion, the person who blew up the truck gets the kill. That's not the case with the extinguishers, and I think they meant it to be, but they just forgot about the extinguishers. So if you're standing here and they just shoot the extinguisher, you're gonna get a bad luck death, and it's just lose-lose for everybody. But if I'm in that situation, I don't really care that much about kills, so I'm gonna just shoot the extinguishers. Anyway, so the buildings, to review, the buildings are pretty good spots. Also, this is always a very reliable spot. It's a little better when this is fallen over. Over here is a good spot if you have E. Over there behind that rock is a pretty bad spot, and the dumpster is not so great. So I would recommend basically just this spot, or if the buildings are pretty good if they're still up. So now, let's talk about the benefits of inactive capping. So why would you choose to inactive cap? Well, you choose to inactive cap partly to waste the enemy's time, because they're going to be like, they're going to start leaving the flag, and they're going to see it flashing. They're going to be like, what? They're going to go back and look for you, and then you're going to have the advantage on them because you're hiding. So, I mean, they're going to be like, oh, where are they? And then you can shoot them back. So, also, you don't have to risk yourself. You don't have to risk losing your position. So, you can wait for all the enemies to run over to B or wherever else, and then you get a flag, pretty much guaranteed. Especially if your squad mates then spawn on you. So you're basically just waiting for your team to get a better hold on the flag because you got there a little early. So it's very important to realize when you're outmatched. There are like 6 guys here. You don't want to, and you don't have any teammates. You're not going to want to active cap because you're just going to get killed. I don't know. I don't inactive cap very often, but that would be a good time to active cap because I do. Contrary to what I previously said, I do just like to kill lots of people. So I would probably try to active cap and kill 2 people, run back, and then get shot. So now let's talk about active capping, and this is a lot more strategic. It's a lot more complicated, and it's more basic at the same time. So most players will do this, and it's very important to know your angles of exposure when you're active capping. And there's no hiding in active capping. You're not going to be hiding in some bush. So when you can active cap from lots of different routes to D. That's what's pretty cool about this map. Another thing. So most people will come from either B or C. Those are the high traffic flags. So if I'm coming from B to active cap, I want somebody up here. This is to make sure that we don't get flanked while trying to push up this middle route. So I want somebody up here taking out the people and camping in there, taking out the people back there, and just pieing. So they're gonna first shoot the sniper sniping over there, right there. Then they're gonna pie, and they're gonna see the guy right there, and then they're gonna kill the guy over there. The main idea is that you maybe want even somebody kind of playing it back and guarding them. See if they get rushed and they die, then you always keep this position. This is very important when you're pushing the middle lane. So the middle lane, basically you just want to, they're going to be most likely behind there, so you have to kind of pick them off. It's kind of a head glitch spot, so it's kind of hard. And also, this is also kind of a head glitch spot. The idea is you want to just provide enough covering fire, and really active capping is all about covering fire. So in active capping, you're not providing any covering fire whatsoever for your team to push up and really gain a foothold on the flag. But now, now that I have covering fire, I can move up to here, which is an even better position, and now I can kind of kill the people over here. Kill the people right there, and the attackers do have a slight disadvantage because this side is more easy to defend. But once you can provide enough covering fire for them to be suppressed, you can have just the noobs who have no idea what they're doing with their MTARs just be like, oh, where's the people, and then they just spray and pray and they're all dead. So because that's what the covering fire will do. They'll all be pinned down, waiting, reloading, trying to get some random shots off, and then just doing that again, and then the noob comes by. Right now I'm screwed, right? He has an MTAR. Even if I was reloaded, I would probably die because he has 900 ROF. I have 800 ROF. So even when I'm on my game and bursting it full auto, so you have to think about, hey, do I have teammates around me? Can I active cap, or do I have to just go hide and wait for my teammates to get here and wait for the enemy to screw off? So now let's just talk quickly about other ways to active cap. with your teammates. You want people, if you're going from C this way, this is one of the ways from C, you want to always watch this. You don't want to just run up here, because there will be people coming down from there. So you want to wait here for about a second, and then once you think it's clear, you're going to kind of angle, see how I'm hiding this way, so that if somebody jumps over here, I can still kind of turn and shoot them. But so I'm not just going up like this where they can just shoot me in the face. I'm just hiding here, and I can shoot people here, and then I can move this way, and then I can quickly move over here. Then I'm in this nice head glitch spot where I can really pick off and have a really unfair firefight with the people over here who probably don't even know I'm here yet. So I can kill some of them, and then they start shooting at me. I reload, and then then I have a big advantage because I'm head glitching. So then you want another person over here, head glitching here. I think this is a head glitch spot, and maybe somebody behind this rock, making sure you don't get flanked right. And you have to be careful again because they might have C, so you might get hit in the back. Then once you have enough covering fire, right, because you're active capping, you want people moving around to this rock and taking out anybody who's still hiding behind there, and then they can even move up and just spray and pray, as I said again. So now the whole idea is that when your teammates are ready to active cap, and you're just hiding right here, your team needs your covering fire. That's why I'm making this video, so people are aware that when to active cap and when to inactive cap. So if your team needs covering fire and you're just kind of camping here, whatever, I'm still gonna get the cap point. You're like, no. Your team needs you to suppress these people so they can move up and just kill them. So you need to think about, hey, does my team need me to pin these people down or not? Last but not least, there are 2 more routes. Sorry that Caspian border has so many routes. The other way to active cap from this angle is go up to here, but you have to have some degree of covering fire over here. So that's another way to just push up, and you can kill everybody right here. That's helpful. Also people right here. Okay, that's from C, that angle. There's also, if you push from B and you cut over this rock, one way to active cap is to surprise them from this angle, or here. To switch, you can switch between these. So you start shooting a guy, and then he ducks for cover, and he thinks you're right here. You move over here. Oh, surprise! You're dead. Sorry about that. That's weird. But if I run up to here, once I have enough covering fire to do so, and then I have a good angle on these people. Lastly, there is one more, and I encourage you to use this if you're pushing from either C, either C or B. Don't just run blindly up to there. If all your teammates are dying and it's not going good, you want to, but they're still holding that position, but they're just dying pretty frequently, and they're not really moving. You want to go this way. And because if you just run up here, you're exposed to pretty much every angle on the flag except the one over there. You don't want to do that. So instead, you want to have your teammates guarding this angle, right? Because they're going to be people aiming down here, a couple of them, because you can still see over that rock, I think, over into C. You want to have them guarding this angle, right? So they don't shoot you while you're doing this. Then you need them guarding this angle, which is very difficult, and I've gotten killed from that angle a lot of times. And I kind of just go balls out, usually. So I don't wait for that angle to be covered because it usually never is. But once I can get up here, look at all these angles I have on people, and then I can just duck. Nobody can hit me. Except maybe that one scrub was camping up there. Then they try to rush me. I mean, I'm pretty good at defending against rushes, but this is a great place to be for an active cap. And then hopefully your teammates who are with you push up to there, and then start active capping from this angle, and then they start gathering down back here. I can just flank them really easily, right? So I hope you learned something about active capping today and some different examples on D. Really quickly before this video ends, the other classic inactive capping spot brought to you by Alpianin. I'm saying that because he really likes to inactive cap, because he never has his teammates there with him, is right here, I believe. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's lower. No, it's the higher one, I believe. I think it's right in here. That's a pretty dirty spot to hide. And I'm fairly certain that most of my body is in the rock. So that is also a very good spot to inactive cap. E has so many buildings, you can just hide in one of the buildings. A, that's more complicated, I'm not going to go over that. B, the buildings when they're still up, definitely the best spot. There's also the one spot in between the crate. I'm aiming at it right now. It's like the crate and the wall. It's a pretty good spot. Yeah, I'm going to shut up now. So hopefully you learned something. Bye.